Hello, and welcome to another episode of I Guess You Shouldn't Smoke Cigarettes and Not Eat. I'm your host, Kaylee Carpenter.
And I'm Mandy Cow.
We are here to talk about the first night of the final, and before that we have, what is it, Mandy?
The night of mistakes.
Night
of eliminations. I was like, are we going for the title name or?
Could have gone either way. I like both. I like how it went down.
Very organic.
It is very night of mistakes for sure.
I mean, have you lived if you don't have a night of mistakes?
No, you haven't. But in this situation, not great. $1 million, not the time.
So very dumb decisions, but I guess they wouldn't know it at the time.
Yeah, I think they really wanted to keep some people around. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to be like, do you think they had like a bunch of eliminations planned? And then they were like, let's see the matchup and let's give them the worst thing that we could.
Yeah.
Like if you were to think that, I don't know, someone small would go up to someone big, that it would be something physical for maybe leaning towards someone else. And then there's someone that like would only win in a puzzle situation. Do you think they would get that puzzle situation?
I mean, what are the chances of that? The only thing I can think of, and Tori talked about it on her podcast, is it like a big bitch to like bring in these huge structures after one elimination? You're going to bring like this whole thing. Like maybe it's easier to do what they did, but you know, we can get into it.
Also, I miss the old days of where we got to see them spin a fucking wheel and then they chose what type of elimination it was.
Yeah.
That would have been dope.
You need to bring that back.
Also, there's ways to fix that too if you really want to fix things, but it's like, make it believable, please. Because this, was it?
No. So, yeah, TJ tells us that 2 more agents of either both sex, will be deactivated and sent home. And the cells have been disbanded and everyone stands in one line per TJ's request. And then they just, boom, have to vote. And they vote for a woman first.
Yeah, and then so the first person to vote is Emmanuel, because I think it really mattered in these situations who voted first and then who voted second, and like who the second person chosen was. So I think Emmanuel voting for Amanda kind of set the tone. The biggest mistake, so I know Nelson in a confessional later on where because Amanda was selected eventually.
Shocker.
So I think it's important, so Nelson in his confessional where he like is talking about like who she chose was a mistake, but like I think the real mistake that Amanda made here was voting. And like she voted for Tori, but the thing is no one else is on that stage is gonna vote for Tori or whatever the fuck it's called, stage, whatever. But if she would have voted for Emmy, then that could have swung things and it would have made a more interesting vote.
Right, because she's a rookie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. But as we know, Amanda picks her beef with Tori over anything else.
As Nelson puts it.
Yeah, Nelson's a moron too. I can't handle him this episode.
Why did they give him all the confessionals this episode?
I don't know. There's this Reddit thread that like keeps track of who has so many confessionals, and Casey just tied with Priscilla. That's been gone for months.
We're like, we don't give a fuck what Casey has to say.
Yeah, like it's like this lowest person to make a final with the amount of confessionals they get. It's really interesting. I should have looked at it more.
Right, though. But she does say something in one of those confessionals. It's like the first time. Like, we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah.
But like, she says something that I'm just like, we've never heard about Casey's family before. And I feel like every 5 seconds we're hearing about everyone else's family.
Yeah, I really wonder how they decide who to pick. So Amanda says Tori, should have said Emmy. Nani says Amanda.
Immediately, almost.
Sorry, girl.
But like, she's the only one that really looked pained doing it, you know?
Yeah, totally. And then obviously Devin says Amanda. And then Devin goes on a rant about how much he loves Amanda.
low-key, they just put, I don't know if like Are You the One season, I think 3 is the one they were all in, has ever like been on Netflix before, but I just started watching it because I don't think I've seen it. But Devin, Amanda, and Nelson were all on the same season of Are You the One, like how many ever years ago. That's how they like all started in reality TV. But like
that makes sense. But Devin's been talking shit about Amanda the whole time, right?
I know. The thing is like they keep saying how they all started off like being friends, but like in that season they all hated each other. Like they weren't friends.
Oh, even Nelson and Amanda?
Well, I think Nelson and Amanda maybe like they didn't have any like beef per se, but I don't think Amanda and Devin have ever really liked each other. But like maybe they're friends now. But I don't know. Like, what's this whole rant? Like, Amanda's my best friend. Like, you've been spending all season talking shit about her.
Yeah, you've thrown her in. I'm a big Amanda guy. Since fucking when? Like, she started all the shit that you hated. And why do they keeping that? Why do the producers keep it? It doesn't make any sense.
No, and I don't know. I don't like how inconsistent this entire season feels. Like it just doesn't feel like there was a good flow this entire season. Like there are some like fun moments, and I did love like how they brought in a bunch of new people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's gonna make for more interesting seasons once people kind of start like getting to know each other better and have a bunch of history and like backstab each other more. Like it's gonna get interesting.
Yeah, what rookies are gonna come back?
It's so inconsistent. Like I swear, like people's confessional, even in this episode, it would change. Like Nelson talking about like his plans for the final, from like the confessional before the final to during the final, literally the complete opposite.
It is Nelson.
Well, also producers, like make that flow better, please.
I know everything. Yeah, every episode seems choppy. I remember before watching challenges, and it does seem like sometimes an episode is specific, and you're like, "Oh, I didn't know these people liked each other," but it seems very obvious this season.
Yeah.
So we need some new producers.
Maybe there's just too many people this season. I don't know what it was. Was there more people than there normally is in a season?
I do think there was a lot of people, and they only got rid of 1% at a time, right? This whole time. Yeah.
See, I feel like they should have done something, speaking of how we've been watching the Dirty 30, they should have done something similar to the Dirty 30 where they put some people in like a redemption house so they could split almost like the relationships.
I would love to bring back the redemption house. I really like that.
I love those things. I love those twists.
Yeah. And I'm going to talk about Dirty 30, but I just love they just say like how dirty this game is the whole time. And it's like, oh, the redemption house, that's so dirty. Oh, TJ is lying to us about how much money it is. That's dirty. Like,
see, that's when they try to say like because now it's just dumbass fucking words. They're like infiltrate. Oh, spies, lies, and allies. That's a lie. Like they say dumb shit like that. That's not even like
it doesn't even flow.
No, but when you can put dirty into things, that's like it flows.
Yeah,
everyone can work that into the conversation. Hell yeah.
So stupid. These are the dirtiest players. We need something like that, like a theme of the players.
Ooh, yes.
Together. Like, let's bring that back. Although I've heard rumors they're gonna do like a rivals or an exes.
I would love an exes or rivals.
I know they should. Why wouldn't they? There's so much more history since they've done it.
Also, I love the dynamic of some people not being able to work together. Like when two athletic people that hate each other get together and they're just not able to work together. I just love it for some reason. Like, show me the chaos.
Yeah. Like, can you really put your shit aside? And sometimes you can see the people that really can, and then the people that can't at all. And it's like, it's for money, dude. Like, who cares?
Like in the old seasons, pretty much Johnny Avery with all of his partners, he just couldn't get along with.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Him and Avery should have been so good, but they couldn't speak to each other.
Yeah, that was so weird. And also,
they had like a real relationship, and she cheated on him, so understandable. But you know,
I forgot that part. But it does make me miss bananas, which makes me like hate myself for saying. But decent TV, y'all.
And I feel like I have notes on this final, and I feel like when Bananas is in a final, he's like a mini producer in the way that he like moves things along. It makes things like flow better. You almost need someone like that. Like you almost need like an Ashley or someone that like needs the camera to like get it moving. I don't feel like we had that this final. We have like a bunch of like
Devin tries or Nelson tries.
Yeah, and it's just like, ugh, it's not
No.
fun. And CT doesn't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, I still love CT, and they're all stupid. Why would you not try to get rid of CT?
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
I think he's only, for every time he's been in a final, which is like 9 or 10 times or something, he's only been in any elimination 3 of those seasons. So he never goes in elimination. He goes right to a final. People.
CT just straight up like intimidates people. Like that's all he does. Like I feel like that's his whole thing. Like even in his younger seasons, he just literally would walk around the house flexing, and he just does like a dad version of that now.
I know. I love when he like shows the flashbacks of him just fighting people.
he used to just hit people for no reason. Like one time Davis was just walking by and he's like, Davis, do you think you could take a punch? And Davis was drunk and be like, yeah, I could take a punch. Like, what?
Like good old days. Can't do that no more.
Yeah, that would be a cancellation immediately.
Yeah. So anyway, obviously Amanda's voted and she heads down.
Back to the episode.
Back to the current season. Oops, sorry. And she thinks about her opponent's choice. And Nelson, his confessional is like, pick a rookie, which is you're gonna pick Emmy with some. I'm pretty sure she can see what it is.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she can see what it is. She kind of asked what it is, but it's like I don't think she could see it, right? Because it was still the Rockets were still there. The Rockets, you could see the Rockets still up when she was deciding. She kind of looked. I remember she like. Yeah, she looked behind herself and was like, so what's the elimination going to be? Because she was looking for hints and I don't think she could see anything. Yep. Which, low-key, picking Tori, I think, is actually probably one of the smartest moves that she could have done. Like, given the elimination that it was, no. But I don't think Amanda beats anyone in physical, even Nani. Right. And what Tori is really like Tori's pretty bad at like puzzles, and also she gets very flustered in the moment. Like that's what we saw her lose to Anissa. What was that, a couple seasons ago?
Yeah, it was last season.
Yeah, so if it's any type of those like games, like Amanda did the elimination earlier where you're doing that lock thing, Tori usually messes that up. But yeah, low key, Tori, best decision she can make.
Yeah, you're right, because she failed against Jenna with the smashing rock thing. Like anything that's a little bit complicated, she cannot do. Plus heights. I don't think she's great at height.
Tori, literally, the only thing she's good at is what she got. Like, it's just, she needs it to be a physical, I gotta like out muscle you. She can do that all day. She beat Jenny, who's bigger than her, at a hall brawl. But
yeah, right. That's insane.
But anything that uses the old noggin, sorry, Tori, but you get a little flustered in those situations.
She does. I mean, I think she'll be really interesting in the final. So yeah, obviously Amanda picked Tori, and Nani can't believe she's safe and is like really impressed with her choice because Amanda just can't do it to Nani, which I was like, Nani did it to you. Like, let's go.
Yeah, like Nani didn't really like, she was the second vote against you, girl.
That was so weird. Like, Amanda, your whole thing has been, this is for $1 million. You can't go against your friend that already went against you. Got it.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah. I mean, it's like Nani would be your best option in a physical thing, but again, I don't think she knew that. I think she won the best choice, but
yeah.
Also Nani. Also, you know, soft spot in my heart for Nani.
We love Nani for sure.
We love Nani. I don't even consider her a vote. We can't even vote her in.
And Tori should see an elimination. Like, get more of these vets in eliminations. Like, it's fucking annoying. So the elimination is called Drone Drop, and the drone drops a package that looks like a football. Mind blowing.
Some real spy shit.
Real spy shit. Thanks, TJ. I'm sorry, Handler.
Handler, TJ, Lavin.
So stupid. In the middle of the lair, and the first agent to grab it and put it on, like, in their barrel wins. He said platform, but it was It didn't make any sense. It was in a barrel.
Does he think like platform is more spy-esque?
I don't know, but I know he said platform because I put it in my notes. It didn't make any sense.
He goes, if we call this a platform instead of a bucket, instead of a barrel, they will be fooled that this is what spies do.
They have to be ready for anything at a moment's notice.
Adapt and survive.
So this goes pretty much how you would think. They do, best out of 2 or right, best out of 3.
Yeah, best out of 3. It only went 2 rounds, guys.
Right, only went 2 rounds. Yikes.
The first round, actually, Amanda kind of put up a big fight. I was impressed.
Yeah, she did. Scrappy. She tries to tackle her down. Tori gets the ball first, but Amanda tackles her down. They're fighting on the ground. Nani's like, look at this little scrapper. Amanda's like, I'm a fierce fighting mom, and I'm going to prove I deserve to be in this game.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I didn't expect Amanda to actually be able to tackle Tori the way she did.
She totally did, yeah.
Like, I thought she was gonna be kind of like an ankle biter, like kind of just like as like maybe tripped her up a few times as Tori's slowly going there, but she flat out tackled her, and I was like, damn, Amanda, okay, I see you.
I know, I really think it shows Tori's more about Tori.
Tori's so fucking intense though. Did you hear like when she came down and like TJ's like, are you okay? She's, I'm ready to go. And I'm just like, okay, Tori, chill the fuck out.
When she's like that, it like makes sense that her and Jordan were together because I feel like that's Jordan.
Yeah, right.
Totally makes sense. And I still can't believe, side note, that Jordan broke up with her. Blech.
Yeah, like you. Obviously, you should have stuck with Tori. That's not.
Oh
well, good for you, Tori. Emmanuel is fucking awesome.
Yeah, Emmanuel is way cooler. And you should have seen Jordan in his Instagram live. He looked like a psycho. Like, Tori's was like cute and like, mama, like, this is my side. And Jordan was just like, hey. I don't know. He was scary. Anyway. I was like, you want to date him? He's going to like beat you in 5 years.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's bad. Can I say that?
Can you say allegedly?
Right. Gonna allegedly beat you in 5 years.
Who knows? He definitely does have a terrifying personality though.
He does, and like the Instagram live, like started, and of course he's not even talking yet. He's just talking about the people that pop up, like talking to him.
Yeah, and he just like, I don't know, like he's just so controlled. Jordan gives me ick vibes.
Yeah, Jordan needs to like be alone.
And that makes sense. Like, let him focus on his little acting business career, and please don't ever return to the challenge because it's just he's not even like a fun character anymore.
Yeah, so Amanda and them are like scrapping on the ground, and then Tori throws the package, aka football, and then they fight with each other for a little bit. And eventually Tori just picks up Amanda and carries her to the package.
Yeah, the football package.
The football package.
To put on the platform. And then eventually, yeah, Tori slams it down after a little bit more of a battle. But like, that was the best Amanda could do. It really was. Like,
For
Tori is so much bigger than Amanda. There's just some things that are not physically possible.
Tori is huge.
Yeah.
She was really good at that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, next round, it's pretty much the same. Like, Amanda's on the ground and grabs her leg, but can't hold on. And then, yeah, Tori throws the football in and she wins. And Amanda goes home. And Nelson's like, Amanda, you made a mistake. You picked petty revenge.
I still think Tori's the best bet. I just think she got screwed with the elimination.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it that way.
Because given that type of elimination, though, Amanda wouldn't win against anyone. Yeah,
not even Nani.
Yeah. So, I mean, she had to go with, like, if it's gonna be physical, I'm not gonna win. If it's anything else, my best bet is Tori.
Yeah, that's true. They just wanted Amanda out.
I think so, yeah. Which is kind of sad because Amanda made things interesting, and it's also like even if she were like the weak player, as people like to like label it, that's interesting to have in a final, like the weak person on a team holding everyone back and then having everyone deal with that situation.
Yeah, and there's always a lot of puzzles. Casey is terrible at puzzles.
She is.
There's a good chance, like even playing field, I think. So TJ calls Amanda out for her double act and said it was bullshit the whole time, which was cute.
Yeah. This is like the most sincere TJ like send off I've seen. It was kind of adorable.
Yeah, it was. And she deserved that.
She did. Because she kept this season interesting, like by herself once it was all the vets.
The only one. And like her and Ashley would have, but Ashley fucked up. Yeah. So
if Ashley wouldn't have fucked up, this season could have gotten so fun.
I know. Oh well.
Such is life.
I'm sure she'll be back. So next we have guys elimination and the
I do yeah, one thing we forgot to know when they were voting is Nelson was the only person that didn't vote for Amanda and voted for also Tori.
Oh yeah, that's very important.
Which reasonable because they're best friends and like what do you expect?
Very reasonable. Yeah, so now it's guys time. So Tori picks Nelson. Bum bum bum. Devin chooses Emmanuel. He kept to the rookie thing. Nani chooses Emmanuel, and then Emmanuel votes for Devin. Casey votes for Emmanuel, but she thinks about it. And then everyone does except for Emmy. She votes for Nelson too.
So low-key, again, the mistake was, why did Emmanuel throw that at Devin? There was like, if he would have voted Nelson, and then let's say Casey voted Nelson, and then Kyle's vote would have maybe been up in the air.
Yeah, that's true.
Emmy would have voted Nelson.
Yep.
What would CT have done, you know? Like, it could have swung things. I just don't understand. Like, why did that was a wasted vote? Why did you? I get like, I'm voting for Devin because he voted for me and said he wasn't going to, you know? But like, come on.
Yeah, I think it's the pressure for sure. So Emmanuel's chosen, and is this when Tori and Nelson pop off at each other?
Well, no.
They do the whole time.
Yeah, they really do the whole time. So when Emmanuel goes down and TJ's asking, so who do you choose? Tori goes, don't pick Devin. Which, by the way, if you say that, you're literally putting a thought in someone's head to pick Devin. So Tori, just shh, like quiet. Like don't.
We already know you don't want him to pick Devin. We're not stupid. You don't need to like tell us.
Yeah. Also, you and Emmanuel have been hooking up like for weeks now. You like he probably knows that like we've seen you in bed having a conversation about how much Devin means to you. So like he knows. Why say it in that moment? But anyway, she says that, and then Nelson gets pissed off because him and CT are like, so who'd you want him to pick then? And then and then Tori goes, you. I wanted you because spoiler alert, Emmanuel chooses Devin. And then that's when they popped off. And then Nelson's line was typical Tori, I believe.
Oh, over and over again. That made me a little crazy. Like, what are you talking about?
He's just like, oh, this triggered her. I'm gonna keep saying typical Tori.
The way he talks to women is so gross.
Yeah.
Really. Ugh.
I did love how she was like, Nani, can you switch spots with me?
I know. I'm glad that happened. Yeah, so he chooses Devin, so it's Emmanuel versus Devin, and Emmanuel's like, if it's not puzzles, I'm sending them home. And it's puzzles.
A set of 3 puzzles.
Triple threat. They call it triple threat like it's super exciting. It is not. 3 mind-bending puzzles in order. First one to get them done wins. And then everyone's kind of laughing that Emmanuel picked Devin. And then they do their slow motion poses, which Tori and Amanda did as well, but they're not worth mentioning. Sorry.
It's just like, why are It's wasted space.
I don't remember what the guys did. Stupid.
Essentially, you got horns, you got punches, you got vampires, you got puzzles.
Yeah. It was good. So the first puzzle is like a color Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Hey. The puzzle. So they have like, well, I don't know, 4 different tiles of different colors in different orders, and you can't have more than one of the same color in each row or column. And I didn't think it would be that hard, because wouldn't the colors just end up being diagonal?
I think so. Like, because Amanda solved it pretty quick.
And Devin was like, duh. So I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, I don't know if his brain just short-circuited or what was going on with that, because that was a quick solve and then a staring and just confusion.
Yeah. So yeah, the next puzzle is like math. It's 3 times 3. Oh, it's hard to explain. 3.
So you get numbers.
So I can totally solve it.
Yeah, there's numbers 1 through 9 in like a 3x3 box.
There we go.
And essentially, you can't have the same, or it all has to equal the same number everywhere, horizontally, vertically, and diagonally.
Yeah. So Emmanuel is struggling with that, and Casey and Tori kind of come together and try to help him.
Okay, so low key, I wanted to talk about this because the first person to help Emmanuel was Casey, not Tori. Casey was the one that said put 5 in the middle. Casey said it, and everyone started bitching at Tori for it, but it was for sure Casey that started talking.
So Casey started it, but Tori definitely took it to the next level.
Yeah, continued, because Emmanuel couldn't understand what put 5 in the middle, add to 15 meant.
Yeah, because he's like, oh yeah, I already did that, and then he like does it later. So it's very unless it's bad editing. I don't know. We don't know. So yeah, Tori's like trying to help him, and Devin's like, don't help him. And Nelson and CT are bitching at each other like, is she really helping him out? And Nelson yells at her for helping, and Devin hears her, and he's disappointed. And I don't really even know why Tori's doing this.
Tori is very confusing. Like
she chose Emmanuel in this moment.
Yeah, like I understand Casey helping Emmanuel, because Casey is like that would be a clear choice. Like Casey is choosing Emmanuel. They've worked together all season. That's who she'd prefer to run a final with. List goes on and on. Tori is like, Devin's my guy number 1. I love Devin. I made sure people don't vote for him in da 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 da.
Oh my god.
And when she's like, her excuse is like, well, I can do nothing to help Devin. It's like, yeah, you could not help Emmanuel. That would help Devin. That's really what you could do to help Devin.
She just keeps going. Like, it's like cringeworthy, and it's Tori helping. So like, what are you even gonna do, Tori?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like she started hiding behind like Casey and Nani trying to give numbers, which, by the way, Casey and Nani were blocking for her, just FYI.
Team effort. Yeah, so it's really weird. But Devin finally solves the first puzzle, and then I think CT and Nelson maybe offer to help him, and he says he doesn't want help.
Yeah, so Kyle and Nelson do like a block so that CT could just like do numbers at Devin so that Emmanuel wouldn't catch on. And then
they all came together. Interesting. I missed that.
And then Devin was like, I don't want your help. I can do this myself. And then Nani says, good for you, Devin. Because I feel like Nani was just the person in the middle where like 2 people were trying to help Emmanuel and then everyone else was trying to help.
Yeah.
And then zooming in on Emmy's face while they're trying to help Emmanuel, it all got to me. I was like, but she really wants him to win too.
No, it was very conflicting, both these people. Yeah, so
who did you want to win this?
I feel like Emmanuel.
Me too. Like, I didn't think I'd feel that way, but I really did want him instead of Devin.
Yeah, I mean, ask me like what 2 months ago, I would say Devin, but Devin sucks now.
And Manuel commented back on our Instagram, so.
Oh yeah, Manuel is going to be on the show. Yeah, Devin didn't give a fuck when I talk shit about him on our Instagram.
What's happened to Devin?
I should have put his like OnlyFans like link on it or something. So yeah, okay, so okay, I don't know, does Emmanuel finish? No, Devin finishes the second one first, right?
Yep. Devin finishes, and then Devin's working on the third puzzle for I don't know how long, like a minute or so, and then Tori essentially yells the code to Emmanuel on how to solve it.
Oh my god. Yeah, so Emmanuel finishes, is on to the third one, and this one is like diamonds of different colors, and in the middle they have to be fully formed the same color. And then I think around they just all have to like line up and be the same color diamond, and they're both struggling with the last puzzle, and Devin has a check. They both have checks and they're incorrect, and then Devin like figures out that it's like these two pieces that just need to be swapped, and then he wins.
Although when Emmanuel was like, I don't feel like I have the right colors, da 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 da, I'm like, does he? Did we give him the correct colors, guys? Like, do we just want Devin here? Like, I started all the conspiracy theories.
I know, because like literally, what are the chances? Like, oh, Amanda's up. It's gonna be super fucking physical, and oh, Emmanuel's voted in. It's gonna be super fucking puzzly.
And not even like a physical mixed with a puzzle or like, something like it's normally half and half. Like this entire season has put like a little bit of each in all of them. But this one, it's like, this one's going to be hardcore this, and that one's going to be hardcore that, and there's going to be no in between.
That doesn't add up.
Also, how cruel of everyone after Emmanuel just ran for probably fucking hours.
Yeah, I think this is the first time in challenge history that someone has done 2 eliminations in one night. So
it's fucked up, bro.
Fucked up. And I miss Emmanuel.
I know, he's great.
Yes.
Like, we need his dance moves.
Yeah. So Devin wins. So sad. Don't care about anything else. I say that like Tori still cheering Devin on, which like just annoyed me. And Manuel's rooting for Emmy to win, and now there are only 8 agents left. And TJ tells them they have earned a ticket to his final.
I do love the reaction shots, though.
Yeah.
Well, and then Emmy, that was like really genuine, where she just dropped out and started crying about making a final.
She's very genuine. The only rookie. She deserves it.
Yeah, she was straight up sobbing. You see that like mascara just drip.
Don't put it on,
You know you're gonna be sobbing.
Yeah, it's Emmy. Come on. That probably happens to her all the time. She like walks in the bathroom. She's like, damn it. Forgot I cried again.
What was Devin's quote? He said like something like 4 daily wins, 4 elimination wins, and 12 meltdowns.
Oh yeah, that was so good. That's so true. It's really funny. And CT's like, I'm not screw around and get back-to-back wins here, which he might. You're welcome, everyone. You just put CT in a final. Now you're up against him. I don't know what good game planning that is. Like, Kyle, do better.
And didn't even make him work for it. The only time that CT almost went in is when CT was wanting to campaign for himself to go in, and we didn't even fucking see it, which I'm still upset about. I'm bringing that back because we should have fucking thought.
We should have saw that. That would have been great TV.
I know. CT just like being like, I need to go in. Everyone would be like, what?
I'm sure everyone was like, what?
I know. Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
Bullshit, bro.
Maybe someday we'll know.
I know. Give us the footage, please, guys.
Yeah. So after the elimination, Nelson's complaining to Devin about Tori helping Manuel, and everyone's like, whatever, we made a final. Like, who cares?
I know. Nelson's just ranting about literally someone else. And it's like, why do you care so much? Like, that person made the final. You don't know, like, it's so far it's individual. Like, what are you trying to do right now? You're just creating bad vibes when everyone's trying to have a good time.
Typical Nelson. Typical fucking Nelson.
I'm just all sad Corey isn't there anymore.
Corey's an idiot.
Which, bring back little fuckboy Corey. I miss him.
He's, oh my god, that's what 30-30 is all about. Like, poor Corey has to deal with hooking up with 3 people.
And that's why he's dirty.
Yeah, they're like, his dick is so dirty. Now he's a
Loki on like that first night, he literally, I think, I don't know if he kissed Kayla, but he kissed Anissa, hooked up with Camilla, and then was like flirting with Kayla for half the time. And it's like, bro.
Yeah, it's bad. And Anissa, like, and then they were all in the redemption house together. Or Anissa and Corey were in the redemption house together. It was so good.
Maybe that's why he was like, I need to talk about my kids constantly so people don't remember that season.
He is so different. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But he's still... So yeah, no one cares about what Tori did. Casey and Nani have a gazebo moment and they're very cute. And it's both the weird finals. What happened?
Sorry.
What happened that I missed?
I was just gonna say, like, literally the only montage I needed all season was this one.
Yeah, it was so cute.
Like,
I think the first time I watched it, I was like emotional.
I know, me too. I was like, oh my god, they're so cute together. This is such a genuine conversation. Yeah, the thing is, like, they seem really genuine together and they're cute, and it's like that conversation flowed so easily. The next like 4 conversations we see, I want to fucking kill myself in every single one of them, because it's just like, oh, why are we listening to these people talk about the most boring shit that they don't even want to talk about themselves right now?
It is a really boring episode, actually, before the final actually starts.
Yeah. Casey and Nani is the only conversation they should have kept in. Maybe the Devin, CT, and Emmy at the, like, when they're all barbecuing. Because that's where we get the 4 missions, 4 eliminations, and 12 meltdowns. So good line.
Yeah. And CT's grilling and they're only talking to him because he's making food, which is funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we have a random scene of Nelson having an ice bath with his legs, and then Tori's there. And I'm like, why are you guys talking?
Well, first of all, he's talking to his legs while Tori's there.
Yeah, why is Tori there?
Okay, so they like...
This produced?
Exactly. It's fucking produced. Okay, so this is so fucking produced. Because literally, I'm pretty sure they were like, okay, so we're getting shots of everyone before the finals. Like, they're giving like a whole vibe, I feel like. And we're like, okay, so we're going around and we want to figure out why everyone's coming to the finals. Casey and Nani kind of have like an organic conversation where you see that.
Yeah.
CT, Emmy, and Devin kind of refuse to have that conversation, which is kind of funny. But then Nelson takes it completely seriously, talks to his legs, and then Tori like pauses and is like, okay, so is that scene done? Can we have our scene where we're having a conversation that we pretend? It's just like they know each other too well at this point. Am I supposed to believe this is the first time that like Nelson's talked about his mom or something? They've known each other for 10 plus years. Can we just have them having like a normal conversation?
Yeah, and I want to see some fighting. Like, Nelson, call her out. Like, what, you guys are just cool now? That's bullshit. Nelson.
Oh, yeah, that's such a good point. I didn't even think of that. 5 seconds earlier, he was talking shit about her in the other room.
Yeah, and he's not really fake. Like, he's gonna be an asshole to her, so it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, completely produced moment. They were like brought into that room to have a conversation. Which, by the way, okay, so this confessional, Nelson says how he wants to, because his mom growing up worked 2 jobs and he wants to give her a salon so she doesn't have to work as hard as a business owner. But all right.
Nelson logic.
Yeah, that's the thing. But literally, he has another confessional during the final where he goes, it's time that I start putting me first. That's what this final is about. It's about me putting me first. And I'm just like, okay. 24 hours ago, did you not just say this was all about your mom?
It was about your mom. Now it's you.
And that's Nelson.
We didn't know that. We already knew that. Nelson, thank you. Keep saying that, but we know. I mean, he said that shit before too, or someone else did. I don't know.
Yeah, he said stuff about his mom. I feel like that's like the thing he tapes.
And that he puts himself first. Like, it's time to put myself first. Which isn't.
Yeah, like who have you put before yourself, Nelson, besides Corey? Name one person.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, Corey's legit. That's it.
But also, can we talk about how that's not good boundaries? That's not good boundaries for a friend to be giving up that type of money. But like, only time.
I don't know. I think the next post on Instagram should be, what are you, who are you writing this final for, Nelson? Your mom or yourself?
It should be like a clip of like either I'm doing this for my mom, and then the next would be like, it's time I put myself first. Because he really does do it so dramatically where he like points at himself.
He's really annoying in this episode. He just skates on by to a final. Like, he's very lucky.
They like all kind of did besides Emmy.
I know, and Emmy doesn't even know. She's like, whatever, I'm here. I'm like, do you know what it took for you to get here?
Yeah, Emmy's just happy to be there.
Yeah, like everyone stabbed you in the back a bunch of times. Like, they can make it sound like it was for you, but it was for them.
It sure was, because if it was, they would have been themselves in elimination.
Yeah, so stupid, but everyone's packing up, and Kyle says he looks forward to being a dad, and he's like, got my little baby at home, and I feel like he sounds like Shrek in this moment. Like, the way he said it was just so weird.
Well, I think he's saying it because they literally forced him to say it, because they were like, Kyle, now it's your turn to say why you want to do this final. And then because CT and him are friends, and Kyle is feels passionately about them being friends. He is like, yeah, CT, my baby. That's why I'm doing it. You fucking know that. That's what I got from his vibe.
My baby.
My baby.
My baby. My baby. It's in the womb right now.
Diapers are expensive.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. Okay, beginning of the final. No more. Yeah, so it starts, and TJ is like, you got to be smart and adapt to anything at a moment's notice. No way. Can't believe it that he said that.
Is that what spies do?
Spies, lies, and allies do it. So, first part of the final, they're going to race to a helicopter after completing a puzzle. And then the helicopter is going to bring them to the next checkpoint. And they're going to take a leap of faith out of the helicopter and swim. And TJ talks about how scared Emmy looks. She says, yes, I am scared.
She does look scared.
She is 22. In her first
also
final.
Be terrified. Yeah, I think he points to like a very jagged mountain and says, we're here, and the final ends up there.
Yeah, that was far. It looks terrible. So they do the same puzzle of the world that like Ed and Emmy did in their elimination, except this time they have like little flags they have to put down.
How the fuck did it take them that long to figure out like the world? It's a map of the world.
I know. Even Devin struggled, or he looked like he did. CT is the only one that didn't.
Like, I would understand struggling putting like the flags on Europe if we all saw like people being like, oh shit, moving this one around, like we kind of did at the end. Understandable. Those big fucking blocks, how do you not know those continents?
So easy.
Bro, put me in.
Yeah, right, we're going. So obviously CT finishes and he just leaves it, and Nani's like, I'm gonna take full advantage of this but still come in last. So
yeah, I was like, Nani, what the fuck?
What the fuck? We had to be missing something there, because
what did they like make South America look like Africa? I just don't understand what the holdup was with everyone.
I know. It took them
so long.
It took them so long. It was, I mean, yeah. So CT and then Nelson and then Tori, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh wait, no, I think it's Tori's second.
Yeah. Oh yeah. CT, Tori, and then Nelson,
And
and
then
then Devin.
Nelson. And then Devin's fourth. What the fuck
Yeah.
are you doing, Devin?
Devin isn't as good at puzzles that everyone thinks he is.
I don't think so either. Casey is next, and then Kyle, and then Emmy, and then Nani.
And Emmy lost her flag for a second. She goes, "I'm
Oh
sorry,
yeah.
America."
Yes, he was. That'd be so stressful. So yeah,
Oh my god. My favorite part though of this was how fucking annoyed CT was at Nelson for screaming.
oh, I know. Like the whole final is like that. Like, why are you excited about every little thing, bro?
He's like, "We got a long time to go, bro."
We've literally done a final together before. Why are you like this? Oh yeah. So they like what? There's 4 helicopters. Yeah. So based on the order of you getting to the helicopter, you were in the first, second, third, or fourth, and dropped in that order. So Tori and CT dropped first, and then Nelson and Devin, then Kyle and Casey, and Emmy and Nani, and then they
Not
get
before Emmy's 13th meltdown.
oh yeah.
It's so funny. She just always is sobbing, which I respect,
Yeah, get it out. So yeah, she's screaming in terror for being in a helicopter, but jumps out of it somehow. So
Right before in her confessional, she goes, "Emmy, you have one job. Don't disappoint anybody." And I'm just like, that's a big fucking ass, girl.
so much pressure she puts on herself.
Let's start with don't disappointing ourselves. Like, let's go internal.
Yeah, I know. She never talks about like it's for she never pulls a Nelson.
Yeah, it's never about, it's always her grandma and her mother.
Yeah, it's cute. Probably a big cultural thing, I would assume.
Or just like a good human being, I'm not a selfish asshole thing.
Yeah, cultural.
Solid point. Everyone in the US is a fucking asshole.
Americans, man.
We agree. We have to live here with them.
So funny. Yeah, so they have to swim for a while, and then they get those motorized paddle boards that they got before, and then they head to shore where there are dry clothes and shoes, and they each grab a puzzle piece on the way too.
Okay, low key, so stupid that they get these fucking machines instead of having to swim. Like, what happened to the grueling finals? Like,
Definitely not grueling yet.
no, because and like I feel like in swims you get separation too, and it's like they're all so bundled up that I just don't like it.
Yeah, I don't understand the point of that.
But oh, and did you realize how a majority of the talking during those things, how there would be like a bunch of different voices being like, "Ooh, whatever, I'm gonna catch you." They were all voiceovers from earlier like snippets of the season.
No.
Yeah, none of them matched up except for I think CT's saying like how he feels self-conscious, and then Tori laughed at him. The rest were all bullshit.
Ran to the helicopter first. He was like, "Fuck, I forgot to mess up my puzzle."
Yep.
That's the only real voiceover. Oh well. Yeah, you're right though.
It just all feels fake. And the thing is, I don't know if it's just like because I'm starting to realize it looks so obvious, because I feel like it's maybe obvious in like the earlier seasons I'm watching too, and maybe it's just like I realize it now.
Yeah.
But it like you can even like tell the change in audio. Like you can tell when it's like a voiceover versus like them actually talking, and it's almost like, god damn, I just wish it'd be better. Like, fool me better.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like, at least, okay, TJ ones are funny. Like, oh, I forgot to say this, then throw it in, whatever. But you can't do that for them.
No. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure it's like all of their explosions throughout the entire season, because there's like a line that Nelson says that I'm like, that's what he said after the like hall brawl thing, where he was like, "Oh, we can't fucking win," or maybe after like the $1 million heist.
Oh yeah, on Ruby.
Yeah, I think he said that. Like they had that voiceover as he was doing the next puzzle, and I'm just like, god damn it, guys.
Makes me crazy. Anyway, this show is 100% real and authentic.
Just put microphones on them so we can actually hear.
Yeah, waterproof. What's a thing, right?
Yeah, we heard CT once. Like they had to have microphones. Like if they're not talking, then they're not talking, guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is also why I miss the Bananas in the final, because Bananas would be narrating. He would be aware of the fucking mic.
That's why like Bananas was accused of like it being rigged for him because he's his own producer.
Yeah. It's like become your own producer and it'll be rigged for you.
I don't think they're smart enough.
Well, I think that's what Devin tried, and it might have worked this season for him. That's why he got 3 fucking puzzles.
That's true, but it wasn't good. At least Bananas was good.
Yeah, right. For sure.
Okay, so the next checkpoint, they have another puzzle, and it's like the line to the bomb. So it's like one side has to connect to the other side. And Devin actually gets it quickly this time, and he's in first place. And then he runs, and there's 2 platforms, 2 different colors. What could that mean?
The rare purple diamond and orange diamond.
The rarest diamond. It's pretty obvious that it's going to be teams again.
Yep. So there are 2 platforms, and Devin reads that there should be 2 guys and 2 girls on each of those platforms. There's an orange one and a purple one. As we've already told you, the rarest of the diamonds.
The rarest of them all. So CT gets it next, and he's like, should I be with Devin? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to do it. He like does some breakdance move, which I don't know. Hopefully a smart move.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he wants to work with Kyle. He's made that very apparent all season.
That's true.
But I mean, his other only option is Nelson. Which, I mean, I guess I would probably go with Devin in that situation too.
Yeah, now that you put it that way, like they probably would work together the best.
Yep.
But they haven't yet, so it'll be interesting. And then Tori's next because she gets third somehow and picks the same cell. And then Devin wants to trust her and move on from their bullshit. And
also, not to like bring it back, but like, why is everyone so upset about Tori helping Manuel? Like, they were obviously having a thing. Like, just let her do her thing, you know?
So, yeah, it was just like the Devin part, but
yeah, I guess
she couldn't give up that D.
Well, you know what they say about dances.
I mean, Manuel's gonna be amazing in bed. Like,
I mean, the hips.
The hips. That's great. Okay, so yeah, Emmy finishes it. She's screaming about doing it for her family, and she has to choose. Oh, then she chooses purple. She's the last spot, and Devin's like, rookie of the century.
Rookie of the century, but the part where she screams about her mom and grandma, I'm pretty sure was a voiceover, but
was it?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure if you overlay that with her screaming about that in the elimination, they will match completely.
Oh, that's so annoying. Anyway, it's real. It's all real.
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy. Kyle is next, and he has to pick yellow, and then Nelson follows, and then Nani and Casey is last. Not good for a final.
Not great. Did you see the looks? Okay, so purple does look stacked. Very stacked. And TJ says, okay, so you don't want to be on the losing cell. And then was it Kyle or Nelson that like were like, I don't want to be part of a purge?
Yeah, I think it was Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle.
None of them can do puzzles.
Oh, yeah. But if it's like a physical thing though, where they need to communicate, I feel like there's a lot more hotheads on not that there's a lot more hotheads on purple, but I feel like Casey and Nani have like a calming thing that they can deal with Nelson and Kyle's personalities, where they could probably work better together as a team, where I think we might see CT and Devin butting heads trying to both lead.
And Emmy's not always a great team player either.
No, because she needs to be told exactly what to do, or else she's going to stand there.
So it could be decently even, because I think Kyle really steps up and is actually really, really good, and then Casey is really, really good. It's just the puzzle thing.
Yep. Did you see the previews for next episode though?
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
But didn't they say that the people on like the losing cell are going to have to battle each other?
Yeah.
So if Orange loses, Casey and Nani are going to have to go in elimination against each other.
Oh my God.
And I can't handle that.
I will cry.
Like, honestly, Kaylee, you might get a call Wednesday night, just me sobbing, be like, why is this happening? And well, not even to them, it's why is it happening to me?
Oh my God, it's Wednesday night. 2 days.
Yeah, we're recording this one late, guys.
Sorry.
Such is life, such is life. I think the thing we're going to be looking forward to Wednesday night is who fucking loses and who has to go against each other. Because if that is a couple going against each other, I believe that's the first time in challenge history. Also, don't do that. That's almost like anti-gay, I feel like, at that point.
It's too soon.
Oh, yeah, with this whole Ashley thing. But still a funny joke.
Oh, no, I just like, okay, so you're going to have this like great love couple, gay couple on the challenge, and then you're going to put them against each other like too soon. Like, don't do that.
No, like, don't break up a good fucking couple. The only healthy couple that's ever been on this show.
You're obviously setting everything else up, so.
Also, a Tori Emmy physical elimination, maybe a hall brawl. Whew, let me see that.
Oh, that would be so good. And then Devin and CT would be hilarious.
Devin deserves to get pummeled.
Kyle Nelson would be good too. That'd be a good matchup.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. So yeah, we did it, guys. First part of the final.
On to the next one.
On to the next. So we will be back next week for the season finale.
Hey.
Spies, lies, and allies. If you have any reason to DM us or talk to us, our Instagram is shouldn't smoke cigarettes, not eat.
Hey.
Throw it out there again. Shouldn't smoke cigarettes, not eat. I feel like I can make a rap with that.